Your boy LeBron James had something interesting to say, Steve. He talked about this whole conversation about being the face of the league. Anthony Edwards says he doesn't want the responsibility. Isn't that Wemby's job? And LeBron James broke out his violin when asked about it. Let's take a listen.
I mean, it's unfortunate, but like, I don't know. Why do you want to be the face of a league when all the people that that cover our game and talk about our game on a day-to-day basis on everybody? I mean, that responsibility. It's just weird. There's weird energy from the people that I don't know, but. Channing, he said it. He said it perfectly. Couldn't have said it no better. But Ant said he don't want it. Obviously I didn't ask for it, but I knew there was a responsibility for me, not only to my family, my friends, my community, and whoever that was going to follow my journey throughout my career. Not only in Ohio when I started there, but all over America and all over the world when I traveled all over the world. So. I've always taken that seriously and understood from the beginning what being a professional was all about and being a role model was all about. So try to hold that with the utmost respect and honor. But I feel I understand. I completely understand. This is weird energy when it comes to that.
So the face of the China Basketball League, to me, took a direct shot at Charles Barkley and the inside the NBA crew. And, why would anybody want to be the face of the league when, these former players, and he almost said the word players and then he changed it up, but, are taking all these shots at me is basically what he's doing. He's whining about how come he's not been celebrated, how come these guys aren't pretending like I'm better than Michael Jordan. How did you hear it?
This is very clear, Jason. I think a day or two ago I talked about the mainstream media mantras that are the approved messaging, right? We have a constitutional crisis. J.D. Vance is weird. Oh, the party and the campaign of joy. It's clear now these players and media are shiting on us. In other words, we're going to Ted on you guys. It's clear that is the new messaging that Clutch Sports is trying to disseminate out there. Forget Napa Valley. This wine is fine. I don't get it. Being the face of the league is an honor that you earn. It is not a burden. And the reality is, to go back to Channing Frye, he really bothered me with what he said, Jason. I want to bring it back to that, because this is where it starts from. You ever been to a great restaurant that you loved, that was just top notch, and then all of a sudden the quality dips? The people stop showing up. They get food poisoning to their people. They get salmonella. The service is bad. But then the chef, who may have some Michelin stars on his resume, he doesn't look inward and say, I need to get better. He says, oh my God, it's these ungrateful customers. Give me a break. It's not that the past was perfect or that those who covered it back then covered it up, because that is not the truth as it relates to LeBron or Jordan or Kobe. Kobe and LeBron and Jordan all had their skeptics. The bottom line is only one of them really whined about it, okay? So this whole notion that we whitewashed the past and just rip the present, that is such a dishonest argument. And the reality is this: there is no face of the league except LeBron, because the league right now, to me, has lost the common touch with the everyday fan. It's unlikable, and the epicenter of much of it began in 2010 when a certain player said, I will take my talents to South Beach.
Here's what I would say, and LeBron this is where I really disagree with LeBron. There's not widespread criticism of Steph Curry. And no. There's just not. Steph Curry is mostly liked, and it's not because, everything Steph Curry does is perfect, because it's not. But he's mostly liked, and people kind of leave him alone. He hasn't been as strident politically as LeBron, and he hasn't ring chased the way LeBron has in terms of jumping from team to team. He hasn't tried to overtake organizations the way LeBron has. LeBron fought with Dan Gilbert. LeBron fought with Pat Riley. LeBron fought with every coach he's nearly had. He's had dispute. Steph Curry has basically played for, or he's played for one organization, and I think he's had two head coaches, Mark Jackson and Steve Kerr, and seemed to have gotten along with both of them really well. So LeBron produces a lot of turbulence. That's on him. It's just, when you're like, it would be like me complaining that, hey, I got a lot of critics. Well, Jason, you criticize a lot of people.
Yeah.
You invite tension and all that other stuff. LeBron wants to be a victim, and you guys haven't appreciated my greatness. And so who would want to be the face of the league? There's this weird energy where people have called me out for abandoning my hometown, for partnering up with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, for melting down in the 2011 finals, for not getting along with Kyrie Irving. People have criticized me for this, and it's like Jason McIntyre, Colin Cowherd's sidekick, has heard this message of, hey, Charles Barkley and inside the NBA, they're the bad guys. If they would just sell this bad product, if they would just worship LeBron James, the NBA would have no problems. As if we're not smart enough to figure out, hey, man, I don't like this steak's no good. I asked for medium. This is well done steak.
Yeah, in other words, he wants Charles Barkley and the like to be the CNN and MSNBC to the Democratic Party. I mean, that's the truth of it. I mean, I think back. Michael Jordan, for years, especially coming into about 90, what was the criticism, Jason? And you were probably one of them. You admit it. You were actually a critic of Michael Jordan till you started to appreciate the greatness much later in his career, which, by the way, that's fair. That is your right. But the perception was that Jordan was a ball-dominant ball hog who, unlike Magic and Bird, did not make his teammates better, and that a leading scorer like him could never lead a team to an NBA title. And even though he was probably the best player by 87, 88, people would not give him that crown fully till he beat the Lakers in 91. And then it became even obvious to Magic Johnson, Laker homers like me, that guy's the best. Okay. Now look at Kobe. I'm going to go all scap attack here because I lived through it, and I live in LA, and I was a diehard Laker fan, now in reset. What was the criticisms of Kobe? He's a ball hog. He's a brat. He's not great with other people. And we are Team Shaq, and people piled on. So when Channing Frye says it wasn't all clean with those guys, you're right. And we actually said it, or the media did. Channing Frye is being intellectually dishonest when he says that we wrote, or when you guys, the working media back then, wrote these tales of everything being so perfect, because it wasn't. And guess what? They actually said it.